Guys, you know what's on the agenda. Today we're going to be counting down the top 10 best Jordan sneakers for 2022. And honestly, I've got to say, looking back at all of the Jordan sneakers that dropped this year, it has been pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie, and some of you may not agree with this, but I kind of think that this year was better than last year. And I think Jordan Brand has a tough task ahead of themselves in 2023 to follow up such an incredible year of releases. We have an absolutely stacked top 10 to get into. I'm pretty hyped, so let's jump into it. Coming in at number 10, which is mind-blowing that this is number 10 because I like this sneaker so much. It is the Jordan 4 Black Canvas. I feel like if this sneaker dropped last year, it would be way higher up on the top 10. But since there's been so many bangers in 2022, it finds itself all the way at number 10. I can dress this shoe up or I can dress it down, which makes it an incredibly versatile option, not to mention the fact that this sneaker looks almost identical to like the $30,000 pair of M&M Carhartt 4s. Number 9 on the list has honestly been one of the most requested by a lot of you guys, and I've got to agree with you. It is the Jordan 1 Stage Haze. I think this is a pair of Jordan 1s that has kind of gone under a lot of people's radars just because it's not an OG colorway. Now, while I completely understand that, you cannot argue with how dope these things look on foot. Not to mention, all of the colors that are on here, gray, black, and white, just make it incredibly versatile when you put a fit together. And another major plus for this sneaker is the fact that you can find it for a relatively good price point. Number 8 on the list is the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Black Phantom. This is one of the last Travis Scott Jordans that we are ever going to see, and even though it's a relatively boring colorway, it's still pretty solid in terms of wearability. Now, these haven't even dropped yet. They're going to be dropping on December the 15th. These are definitely going to be one of the most hyped sneakers for 2022, but I also think it's one of the best Jordans for 2022. Number 7 on the list is again another pair of Jordan 1s that I think could be much higher on the list, but again, this year has been so stacked. It is the Jordan 1 High 85 Georgetown. This is a pair of Jordan 1s that really surprised me because it was actually my first pair of Jordan 1 High 85. So initially, I wasn't too sure how I was going to feel about the 85 retro cut, but once I put it on foot, I was like, damn, these things are incredibly nice. Today's video is sponsored by Represent, and they are bringing the heat this Black Friday. Right now, you can get some of the best pieces out there for up to 75% off. So let me show you guys some of my favorite picks. This insane vintage gray down-filled puffer jacket, perfect for the fall season. And right now, it is 60% off. Now, typically, I'm a size medium. However, in this jacket, I got a size small because I want a little bit more of a cropped look. I'm also wearing the all-over logo track pants, which are currently 35% off on their website. And I would recommend sticking with your true to size on these. I'm a 30 waist, so I went with a size small. And for the sneakers, I went for the Alpha Low Vintage, which is 40% off. And there is so many more deals on their website, like the Design Team Vintage Black Hoodie for 50% off. You can grab the Initial Mesh Shorts, which are literally my favorite right now, for 40% off. Now, Represent is also dropping a brand new Black Friday collection with some incredible pieces, like this insane Owners Club varsity jacket with embroidery and patches throughout. I actually sized down to a small on this one, so I'd have a more cropped look, but I would definitely recommend sticking true to size again if you decide to layer it underneath with a hoodie or sweatshirt. And the jacket goes insanely well with their tuxedo break pants. And they're also dropping this brand new 600 GSM heavyweight washed hoodie. As you can see, I could not wait to get this thing on. It is incredibly comfy, super thick and warm. Now, the new drop goes live at 8 p.m. on the 24th of November. And items will sell out, so you want to be ready. Now, use the links in the description to shop any of the items that you've seen today. And again, be ready for that new drop tonight. They've got some banger pieces. And I want to say a massive thank you to Represent for sponsoring today's video, but let's get back to it. Number 6 on the list is another incredible colorway. It's the Jordan 1 High Taxi. This was one of the most shocking releases because they didn't resell for a bunch of money like they would have a few years ago. They're actually reselling for a pretty reasonable price. I just think that the general hype around Jordan 1s at the moment is definitely on the decline. Either way, it is definitely one of my favorite Jordan 1s to drop this year. Number 5 spot goes to the Jordan 3 Fire Red. Finally, Jordan Brand throws the Fire Red colorway on a pair of 3s and does it right. I swear we've had so many slightly fire red colorways, but every single time there's just been something off. However, finally in 2022, they nailed it with everything that we could have wanted on a pair of fire red 3s, at least in my opinion. Coming in at number 4 is the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Reverse Mocha. Now, this may just be one of the most hyped sneakers that has released here in 2022. The Travis Scott hype is still at an all-time high, and anything that man puts his name on completely sells out. Now listen, I really like this colorway. I like the sneaker. I like the fact that it's a Jordan 1 low. However, I really do not like the resale price. Now look, I understand that this is one of the most hyped sneakers to drop this year, and it's an incredible colorway. I get all of that, but the fact that this is just so unattainable for so many people because of the resale price, I just cannot put the Jordan 1 low Travis Scott reverse Mocha any higher than a number 4. Alright, we are in top 3 territory, but before we hop into that, of course, we gotta go through the honorable mentions, and even the honorable mentions are bangers this year. The first one is gonna be the Jordan 3 Muslin. This is one that I actually slept on pretty hard. I think it's a phenomenal colorway, and I actually really like the materials. It lends into the more vintage style that this colorway brings in. Second honorable mention is gonna be the Jordan 2 Chicago. Now these are actually upcoming this December time, and it's gonna be the first time that Jordan brand has actually retroed the Jordan 2 Chicago colorway. Now I gotta be honest, Jordan 2s are not really my thing, but if there's gonna be any Jordan 2 that really gets me interested, it's gonna be this OG colorway. And then the third and final honorable mention is the Jordan 4 Midnight Navy. If you squint your eyes and look real far back, you may just mistake these for the white cement Jordan 4s because it's pretty much the same color blocking, it's just swapping out the black for navy. It's got solid all over white leather, and I just think it's an incredible colorway, so definitely one of my favorite Jordans to drop this year. With the honorable mentions out of the way, let's jump into the top 3 sneakers of 2022. Starting off with the most popular pair of Jordan 4s this year, and that is the military blacks. You take one look at this pair of sneakers and you can just tell that it's gonna be a hit for Jordan brand. It's just such an easy colorway to throw on with any outfit. There's not too much to say about this one. Honestly, it's an incredible colorway. It's super versatile. It has great materials. So inevitably, it is one of the best pairs of Jordans to drop this year. Alright, we got 2 left on this list, and honestly, this was one of the hardest parts about making this list because I had a tough time deciding which one to put at number 1. Let me break it to you guys. Number 2 on my list is the Jordan 4 Amar Menier. I think as soon as we heard the leaks and rumors that Amar Menier was going to be dropping a Jordan 4 this year, we just knew it was going to be one of the best sneakers for the entire year. Amar Menier has quickly become the most anticipated collaborator with Jordan brand. Like last year, I think most people's favorite sneaker for the year was the Jordan 3 Amar Menier. And it's no surprise that this year they have absolutely nailed this collaboration. Everything from the concept, the colorway, the materials, the design. And of course, that brings us to the number 1 spot, which I think most of you already know. It's the Jordan 1 Chicago Lost and Found. The fact that Jordan brand was gonna do a Jordan 1 Chicago colorway literally got people talking about it this entire year. Very quickly became the most anticipated sneaker for a lot of people. And even though the release of the Jordan 1 Lost and Found was pretty dramatic to say the least, the sneakers app breaking down with people getting their orders canceled to then receiving them and then being moldy. We're not gonna focus on that. We're gonna focus on how clean this pair of sneakers is, and the story behind it is really dope. It's a solid option and definitely my favorite Jordan sneaker for 2022. Listen guys, that is my top 10 list of the best Jordans to drop this entire year. I'm gonna hand it over to you guys. What was your favorite? Let me know down in the comment section. And with that being said, thank you so much for coming through, hanging out. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then.